All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving our praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And this is the brother Yehoda from the GMS Detroit camp. And today, the inspiration for this lesson is pretty much, coming from, Godzilla. Because pretty much, they released, Godzilla -1 on Netflix, for my Godzilla fans out there, but, one of the brothers, that seen the movie, he pretty much said, what the word Godzilla meant. And he said it meant well, so which kind of, sparked my interest a little bit, man. So, I ended up looking up that word Godzilla. So I'm just pretty much, going to go, into the meaning, of that word. We got a few scriptures, Lord willing. This lesson is edifying and straight to the point. So simple Google definition, it says the name Godzilla is a romanization of the original Japanese name Gojira. It says, which is a combination of two Japanese word gorira, which is gorilla, and Kujira, which is whale, because that's what the brother said it meant, it meant whale. And it says, the word alludes to the size, power, and aquatic origin of Godzilla, right? Which again, pretty much, sparked the inspiration for the lesson. So I'm going to go to the book of Genesis, chapter 1, and verse 21. And it says, and Yahweh, or the Elohim, created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And Yahweh saw that it was good, or the Elohim saw that it was good. So again, I want to focus on, that term great whales, right? So we're going to look up that word whales in the blue letter. And it's Strong's H 8577 Tanin, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and outline of biblical usage: dragon, serpent, sea monster, dragon or dinosaur, sea or river monster, serpent or venomous snake. So what is Godzilla described as? A serpent, a dragon, right? A fire-breathing dragon, right? And that's exactly what he is, man. Which again, that sounds like what? Leviathan, which is where they get the inspiration from Godzilla from, the scriptures, man, because they know indeed that Leviathan is real. This is why they have so many, Godzilla or kaiju movies, man. Because that's exactly what Godzilla is, man. He's a dragon. He's a serpent, a fire-breathing dragon that can swim, So I'm going to go to the book of Job, chapter 41, and I'm going to start at verse 1. And it says, canst thou draw out Leviathan with an hook, or his tongue with a cord which thou lettest down? So, can they pretty much, catch him like you would a normal fish, Verse 2, it says, canst thou put an hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn? Will he make many supplications unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? It says, will he make a covenant with thee? Wilt thou take him for a servant forever? It says, wilt thou play with him as with a bird? Or wilt thou bind him for thy maidens? Shall thy companions make a banquet of him? Shall they part him among the merchants? So yeah, pretty much, how you have fishermen, when they catch fish, they'll pretty much, if, they, fillet the fish, they'll sell them, or, they'll, certain fishmongers or merchants, they'll fillet their fish, after they catch them, certain fishmongers will sell them whole, but pretty much this is saying, can they sell him? Can they cut him up into pieces? Verse 7, it says, canst thou fill his skin with barbed irons, or his head with fish spears? Says, lay thine hand upon him. Remember the battle, do no more. It's lucky that's going in something else, but verse 7, you know what I mean? Because again, this is describing, well, the latter verses are going to, pretty much describe him, but this is pretty much the Lord asking Esau, can he draw out Leviathan, man? And, the answer is no. He can't catch him. He can't contain him. He can't kill him because, if that's pretty much Esau's answer to everything. If he can't conquer, the a people, a place, or a thing, is the only other option is to try to kill it, because again, he is a bloody man, So I'm going to jump down to verse 14. This is Job chapter 41 and verse 14. And it says, who can open the doors of his face? His teeth are terrible round about. His scales are his pride, shut up together as with a close seal. One is so near to another that no air can come between them. They are joined one to another. They stick together. They cannot be sundered. By his neesings a light doth shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. Out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out. Out of the nostrils goeth smoke, as out of a seething pot or cauldron. His breath kindleth coals, and a flame goeth out of his mouth. In his neck remaineth strength, and sorrow is turned into joy before him. And I think that's going into something else. But pretty much what is that describing, man? That is describing a fire-breathing dragon, man. I.e. what the world knows today as Godzilla, right? So I'm going to type that in real quick just to give, a vivid illustration of what that just described, man. So there's plenty of videos, but I just want to grab one in particular. You know what I'll grab this one from, the new one, which, spoiler alert for brothers that may not have seen it yet, if, you're going to see it. But, YouTube, this is, fair use. What you just seen was a illustration of what Job 41 just described, man. It described what the world today knows as Godzilla, which the scripture calls Leviathan, man. So that is what the scriptures is talking about, man. And that creature is indeed real, man. Because if it wasn't, it wouldn't be in the scriptures. So, that's pretty much it. I didn't want to make this too long. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. To the next time I say Shalom.